Have you ever felt like you're stuck? Like you're just going through the motions day in and day out waiting for something to happen? For your real life to finally begin? I've been there. For years I was living in a state I call the waiting room. I was waiting to finish school, waiting to get the right job, waiting to meet the right person, waiting for the perfect moment to start that project I was passionate about. It felt like my entire life was on hold, pending some future event that would magically unlock happiness and fulfillment. The thing about the waiting room is that it's comfortable. It's safe. There's no risk of failure because you're not actually doing anything. You're just planning, dreaming, and waiting. You tell yourself, once I have more money, I'll travel. Or, when the kids are older, I'll go back to school. Or the classic, I'll start on Monday. These are all just excuses we build to protect ourselves from the scary, unpredictable reality of taking action. We become professional waiters. But here's the hard truth I had to learn. The perfect moment never comes. Life doesn't send you a formal invitation to start living. The door to the waiting room isn't locked. You've been holding the key the entire time. One day I looked around and realized years had passed. The dreams I had were collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, and the only thing that had changed was that I was older, more tired, and more full of regret. That was my wake-up call. I was so afraid of making the wrong move that I was making no move at all, which is the biggest mistake you can make. So, how do you walk out of the waiting room? It doesn't happen overnight. It starts with one small intentional step. Instead of waiting for the perfect job, I started a small side project related to my passion. It wasn't perfect, it didn't make much money at first, but it was mine. It was real. Instead of waiting for a travel buddy, I booked a solo weekend trip to a town just a few hours away. It was scary, but it was also incredibly liberating. I started to understand that life isn't a dress rehearsal. This is it. This is the main performance. The trick is to break the cycle of waiting for and start doing with. Don't wait for motivation. Create it through action. Don't wait for confidence. Build it by trying and, yes, sometimes failing. Every small step you take, every tiny action builds momentum. It's like pushing a heavy flywheel. The first few turns are the hardest, requiring all your effort. But then slowly it starts to move on its own. You start to see progress, you feel a sense of agency over your own life, and suddenly, you're not waiting anymore. You're living. So I want to ask you, what are you waiting for? What's that one thing you've been putting off until the right time? I challenge you today to take one tiny, almost insignificant step towards it. Send that email. Make that phone call. Write that first paragraph. Go for that 10-minute walk. Leave the waiting room. Because your life isn't starting someday. It's happening right now. In this very moment. Don't miss it.